Hello and welcome to my channel, Angel Plans. I am here today with a planner lineup for 2021. And also a walkthrough of how I set up my frankenplanner. It didn't make a whole lot of sense for me to buy 12 different planners when they have all these great extension packs that were more aimed towards what I was going to need this year. So I have the planners that I had purchased from my Michaels haul, and all of those expansion packs and extension packs, and I have them all set up. I had actually filmed the Franken planning, and for some reason the video did not save. So instead I'm just going to show you the lineup and then walk through how I have it all set up. And alright, let's get right into it. So first up I have the goals, the undated hourly extension. And then I have the productivity extension pack. And that was the one that had that absolutely beautiful divider. Then I have the household set, the budget companion, and all those. I just love the colors in here, and they actually look a lot brighter on here. They're way more pastel when you get into it, which I love. I'm so glad that they're a lot lighter than that. And then I have the caregiver extension, the planner accessory for the wild styled, I think it is. I still can't remember. I'm pretty sure this is wild styled. The guided journal and the farmhouse dashboard planner, and then the Get Social extension pack as well. So here is my lovely planner I have all put together here. I did use the blue metal discs from the actual budget planner. I could not resist. I love them so much. I used the front and back covers of the farmhouse planner. I love this cover so much. And let's dive in. So I have my sticky notes here. And those are from the wild styled accessory kit. And I have that magical front page, which is also, this one's from the farmhouse, along with the yearly calendars. This one is from the farmhouse as well. And then right up to the, what is this one again? The undated hourly, which is actually going to be my catch-all for the year, or at least for the first 3 months of it. I'm used to using a teacher layout, which I actually really love. So I'm gonna try an hourly right now, and see how I do with that. I'm looking forward to trying something new. So I have the dashboard, the divider, for January, February, and March. And it is so pretty. You get your little monthly layout here, which is undated. And you start off with your goals page and your priority list. And your task list. 2 pages of tasks list. I love that. I love lists. And then we have the hourly, weekly layout. I'm gonna have to make a few little tweaks to this because the hours run 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and my day generally runs 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. with a large chunk of that being while I'm at work. So I'm probably gonna tweak that a little bit and try out a couple of different things to see how I make it work. Then we have our little boxes up here. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to use those for. I'll probably use those for work schedule and school schedule. Oh no. And then at the end of each week, you've got the things to follow up on section and the weekly focus for the start of the next week. Like I said, I have February. These dividers are so pretty. And then March. Now at the back here of this section, I have also there's that beautiful divider I love so much. I have some daily sheets. Those are really for like the busy days where I just really need to focus more on what that day has. I just have a few in there. I can, add more as I need them. I don't usually plan daily, but I do have some days where there's just a lot going on and I really need to focus on that one day. But they're so nice. They're double-sided, so I didn't really need to put very many in to be able to get a lot of use out of them. And then I have the household section. I love this. Look at how pretty that is. That foil with the blue discs. Oh, love it. So first up is the chores section, which I love. It's got a whole list of daily chores, weekly chores, monthly chores, with space for you to write in extras as you need them, and then just a daily checkbox, and a weekly checkbox, and then a monthly checkbox. So you really don't need very many of these in here, but I think I actually put them all. So I think this is actually all of those. So as you see, there's not many, so I just put the whole thing in. Then we have the meal plans. I don't generally meal plan, but I wanted to put a few in here just for those occasions when I do. But I'm gonna need to add more actually because I'm gonna be doing some meal preps for my dad. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just put that in the section I have designated for him farther back. But it's got the common kitchen substitutions on it. And this is like a nice, really pretty sage colored thing. It's got your weekly menu. It's got the grocery list. The little check boxes so you can check it off. And on the back, it's got another grocery list, snacks and quick bites, and then a recipe meal prep list section. Like I said, I only put a few of these in here because I don't generally do a lot of meal planning, but I would like to try to get on that more, especially now that I'm going to be doing so much of that for my dad. Then we have the budget section. And it's got your month at a glance. And I love this page. Again, with the nice, pretty sage color. But it's got everything is laid out with your projected cost, your actual cost, and your difference. And then down here at the bottom, it's got your actual income, total expenses, and your results. So you can get a good idea of how you came out for the month over your short. And then it's double-sided. Love that. Takes up way less space. Got several of those. And then I could not resist putting in some pages from the budget extension. This page right here is the financial goals section. It's got next month, next quarter, next 6 months, and next year. Goal planning for your finances. And then it's got where do you see yourself in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years. And then this one is the bill schedule. Look, it's a lot more pastel than what it shows on the back of this. Like, they look much brighter here, but I love that they're way more pastel. The bright colors kind of throw me off a little bit. But it's you get 2 months on each one, and it's double-sided. It's undated, so if you miss a month, you don't have a whole bunch of blank pages staring at you. And then you have a second one on the other side. And then you have your savings page. This is a savings tracker. And that's amount needed, target date, starting balance. So this would be a good page for like your sinking funds. It's got a little box up at the top to write what you're saving for, and then the date, the deposit, and the balance. And then these two are both the same. Lots of lines on that one too. And then also a second page of that. So you could actually have 4 different sinking funds being tracked in here. No spend trackers. Love that. I'm actually planning on making January a no spend month. But we are just a few days shy of January and I'm already off budget. So I really need to get myself moved into this planner so I can actually start doing better. Already I'm off track. We haven't even started yet. And then another page of no spend trackers. And then this is the budget review for the year. So up here you have the year, and then your income, expenses, and savings, and then all your months. And it's got little dot grid lines down at the bottom. And this pretty page for notes, and then the budget folder. I didn't put any, this pack actually came with some budget envelopes, but I didn't put them in here. I feel like it might be a little bulky. I do have I have some extra rings. I was thinking about maybe making a separate like cash envelope binder for those, but I haven't decided exactly how I'm planning on doing that yet. It's a double-sided folder, so that's great. Then I have my top tab here. I have it labeled as don't forget. And we're on to the caregiver extension. I have them labeled as important and then January. For the catch-all, I have 3 months, but for everything else, I only have 1 month. It was starting to get a little bit bulky, and I didn't want that. Figure I could make swapping over the next month part of my month-end task list. And hopefully I can manage to stay on track with that. So we have here, the simple act of caring is heroic. And that's just really nice. I started off with the personal information page, the likes and dislikes, and then all like the personal information and contacts and all of that, along with the medical appointments. The first part of this is really mostly just information that I need to keep on hand for my dad and all of his doctor's visits. Medication tracker, Wait. Health log, important tasks. It's got the date, the doctor, the description, and the results. He does go for blood work every so often, so that'd be a good place to write down if it's a fasting or non-fasting or anything like that. Any important notes I need to make for that. And then his health goals for the year, or well, for this month anyways. Fitness and exercise goals. And then insurance information. I love this quote at the bottom. Kindness can transform someone's dark moment with a blaze of light. You'll never know how much your caring matters. Make a difference for another today. I can tell you that since my dad has gotten to the point where he needs more care, I have to remind myself of this a lot more. He's not always the easiest person to spend time with, especially lately. He's definitely feeling a bit down. So I'm hoping that I can keep this in mind to make myself, more compassionate towards him. Just because everybody needs that, And then his bills for the month, for the quarter, his banking information, his income, net worth, expenses, this month's income, and then a notes section. And then we have compassion brings us to a stop, and for a moment we rise above ourselves. And I have this one labeled January. Monthly page layout. I did a monthly page for pretty much most of the different sections. I wanted my catch-all to have everything, but I wanted every section to have their own monthly spread as well. Just I feel writing things down multiple times tends to make me remember them a little bit more, just because it's more ingrained in me. And then we have our dashboard layout. Excuse me. And then it's actually got a grocery list in here as well. Medication, activities. So it's kind of like a weekly layout right here. And then we have the individual days in the dashboard. And then I can even write the meal prepping up here in this section. I'm going to be doing like a bunch of batch cooking and like freezer crock pot meals for my dad, just to make life a little bit easier for him. And that continues. And then at the end of each one is a caregiver check-in. It's got a spot for I will show compassion towards myself on the hard days by saying to myself or doing for myself. And then 3 positive things that happen this month. 5 things you can do for yourself next month to help you center your mind. And each one has a different quote as well. This one says, don't expect or require perfection from yourself as a caregiver. Look to the small victories and happy moments hiding in each day and watch a new, beautiful you emerge. I can tell you that being a caregiver is definitely not always easy. And every once in a while, you're so wrapped up in, oh my goodness, I have to do this and this and this and this for that person and this and this and this for this person. And this just kind of gives you a little bit of a reminder that, hey, stop and take a break, check in with yourself. This is a great mental health page for caregivers to help keep the burnout, And then I have the divider from the mini section, and I just have it labeled with hearts at the top. And we have this is the farmhouse planner. I'm going to be using this part for my physical activity. I was playing around. I'm sure you can see a few different how I was going to have it set up, and I think this is the one that I went with. I'm going to have my steps for the week up here. And then each day, like the sleep, activity, meditation, self-care, word of the day, and my gratitude. I like all of these too, but I think this one is gonna be the route that I go because it gives me more lines for the gratitude at the bottom. Having the sleep and the activity up here. And again, I only have 1 month of that in here. I do want to try some challenges, but I don't have anything in mind exactly just yet for that. And then I have the middle divider from the mini. And then some weekly sheets. I have not quite figured out exactly what I was planning on doing with this when I put it in here. I don't remember already. But I will find a use for it. It could probably turn into like a journal, like a mental health check-in, or like my self-care or something like that. And then on the back of that, it's got the note page. That's really nice. And then I have the other divider, which I don't have labeled. Oh, I didn't label the other one either. Goodness me. And here I have my guided journal. I think for the guided journal, there are so many. It's a page per day. So I think I only have a week or two set up in here. I know that it was a lot less than the rest of, there's definitely not a whole month here. But that was, really liked how that flowed with the physical fitness, and then, so that was going to be my gratitude, I believe. That was gratitude section. And then the guided journal. I love the colors in this. It's so pastel. You get the little speckled paint dots at the bottom. It's all dot grid throughout most of it. And the purple on this page actually goes really well with the blue too. And then at the end, in my hustle section, I have my social planners. It says get social, and then it's got the account, top number of likes, top number of comments, top number of new followers, and it's a weekly spread for each one. I'm currently only focusing on my YouTube and Instagram, so I'll actually be able to get 2 weeks out of each side of this. And then the check it off, it's got the daily to-dos or the weekly to-dos, along with some lines for future planning, extra ideas, whatnot. And it's got, the plan of attack page, which can also line up nicely. It's got lines over here, and then a dot grid on this side. And then on the back of that, it's got, it's all gridded, and it says inspiration, content ideas, hashtags and keywords, and theme ideas. I have lots of ideas for the year. And then that's it for now. I am actually currently missing a section. The homeschool extension pack. I ordered it. It's currently delayed in shipping. It is somewhere between Memphis, Tennessee, and Connecticut. It was actually supposed to be in last week, but it is not here yet. My daughter is doing half distance learning, half regular school, and I'm going to be starting classes soon. So I figured I could kind of merge the two in the middle of that section and use the homeschool to plan out both of our assignments. And I think I'm probably going to put that right behind the catch-all in before the daily planner, just because I kind of like the way that flows. I might do it right after the daily planner sheets, like just before the chores. We'll have to see what the color scheme looks like when it comes in, as to where exactly it's going in. But that is my setup. I do only have one of my top tabs up here labeled, and it says don't forget. And when I open that, it takes me right to my dad's section, which is basically what I'm calling the caregiver section right now. It's going to be the my dad section. And that is it. I did have some other things that I wanted to put in, but I was really determined to use these discs, and as you can see, she is chunky. Those folders in there take up quite a bit of space. So that is all of this in a nutshell. And obviously I would have had to use extension discs or expansion discs in order to get everything, and after looking at how big those were, I definitely decided I wanted to scale it back a little bit. Plus, if I have too much in there at once, I might get a little lost in translation. So I figured cut it down and then just make it a monthly task to swap everything over. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do that. Whether I'm just going to put the sheets in a separate planner, or I was actually thinking about putting them on the expansion discs. So at the end of the year, you have just this huge, chunky everything from the whole year. I kind of like that idea. But I would want to do it on some metal discs. So I'll have to look and see what I can find for expansion discs. I do have the gold ones, and those are really nice. But for my first frankenplanner, I think I really want to do metal discs. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.